Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Reneé. Today it's all for the cyclists, whether you do indoor cycling, spin, outdoor cycling. This is for you. We're really focused on getting some good amount of time in each pose as well, so we will be in the poses a little bit longer today. I do suggest that you grab a bolster, 2 blocks, and a strap. If you don't have a strap, maybe like a belt or maybe some type of long rope that you might have somewhere around the house, because we will be needing that in a couple of the poses today. This is going to be really juicy, feel really good for the legs and the hips and the low back, which can, really get a good workout when you are a cyclist. I used to teach indoor cycling for about 5 years, so I know good and well how helpful Yin was for me on those very long weeks or multiple weeks when I barely had days off and I was teaching multiple classes a day. Your body really can kind of take a beating, especially that lower body. So we're really gonna focus on that today. I'm not gonna chat too much. Grab some water if you need it. Grab all the props that you need. Hop on the mat and I'll see you there. Welcome to the mat, friends. We're gonna get situated on our mats, get comfortable, welcome ourselves to our dedicated practice today. Sitting up nice and tall, spine nice and long. You can even take the flesh from your buttocks, as you see me doing, and just slightly pulling away the flesh towards the outside, just to really get a good feeling of the sit bones underneath you. Few head circles towards the right. All we're doing here is just welcoming ourselves to the practice. Other direction, you can switch. Starting to get in touch with the breath, you're going to start to add in the whole upper body, forward, side, back, side. And then start to go the other direction. There's no perfect way to do this, just starting to get the body a little warm and loose. Taking a big inhale together, reach up towards the sky, seal the hands together, exhale, heart center. From here, we are going to set up shoelace pose, bringing the right knee on top of that left knee. So that left foot is at the side of the body, and you're taking that right leg over that left so that your knees are basically stacked on top of each other. Now, I know this can be a very intense pose. As you see me doing, I'm going to sit on the bolster just to raise my hips a little higher, and then go back into my shoelace pose with that right knee on top. Now, if that is more than enough sensation, just sitting up with your knees stacked, then stay there. If you want a little extra, reach the hands out in front of you. Remember, really breathe here. I know this can feel intense on the hips. Another way that you can modify shoelace is if you feel any type of pain or strong discomfort in that bottom knee, I want you to straighten that left leg out in front of you. Now, if you feel any type of discomfort or pain in the top knee, you can bring a block in between that gap between the bottom and top knee, just to have something for that top knee to rest on and take away maybe a bit of that discomfort if it's just really something you can't hold. If you're fine without any type of modification and want to do this without a bolster and really reach forward as far as you can, just remember that you need to breathe deep as we hold these poses. really getting into the fascia and the joints as we focus on our lower body today. All right, friends, perfect. Start to walk your hands up, back towards the center of the body. Shake it out for a moment, and then you know what to do. We're going to take the other side, bringing that left knee stacked on top of the right. Take a moment to fidget and find where you need to be. Use blocks, straighten that bottom leg, whatever you need to do. Awesome job, friends. Start to walk your hands back if you had them reached out in front of you. Slowly come out of the pose. Unpretzel yourself. Shake it out. Bring your bolster to the side of your mat for now, and we are going to find half butterfly, taking our right foot out and bringing that left foot, the sole of the foot, to the inside of the thigh. Making sure that your upper body, torso, is over that right leg, and then you just start to walk your hands out as far over that right leg as you can. Remember, with Yin, we have plenty of time to get into a deeper stretch. That is the whole point of the holds, is to naturally just start to fall deeper into the stretch. So you do not have to reach your toes, you don't have to reach your shin, you don't even have to reach your knee if you're not there. Find your sweet spot. Should feel about like 4 or 5 out of 10. And then allow your body to just relax. Easier said than done. walk yourself out of the pose here. And we're going to find half butterfly on the other side. Remember just to set yourself up so that you can hold the pose and find some stillness as you breathe and focus on the sensation. Perfect, friends. Let's make our way out of the pose. We are done here in half butterfly. And now we are going to set ourselves up for a nice half saddle pose. What we're going to do though today is take our block on the second level. We're going to lean our bolster and kind of make like a little ramp. We're going to take our right foot, left foot out in front of us, outstretched. Take that right foot behind. You want to have that top of your foot on the ground or on your mat. Lean back and feel a nice deep stretch in the quads. Do what you need to do to get comfortable. You may need to fidget a bit. I know that the top of my foot does not perfectly fall onto the mat, so what I do sometimes is I just take a small little towel or something cushy that I might have nearby, and I just place that by my foot so the sensation against the floor or the mat doesn't hurt the side of my foot. And just find comfort here. Relax, arms out to the sides. This is a nice chest opener here now that we are slightly elevated. Breathing into that quad. Relaxing that left leg out in front. You don't have to point or flex the foot. If you can't go that far back, you are more than welcome to come up onto the elbows or maybe come up onto your hands with your hands behind you so that you can support yourself. But here, just remember to really focus on the present moment, the present sensation. slowly make your way up. Take your time. If you had a little towel or cushion underneath the foot, go ahead and switch that to the other side and set yourself up for your half saddle with your left leg. Right foot is in front of you. The right leg is outstretched. Great job, friends. Let's come out of saddle on the left side, and we're going to move our props to the side, our bolster and our blocks, and we're going to come to our backs, grabbing our yoga strap to come into a reclined stretch. So both soles of the feet on the mat, you're going to take that right foot, bring the strap around either the arch or the ball of your foot, whichever you're comfortable with. And straighten that leg. You can keep a soft bend in that leg like you see me doing, but just trying to find a stretch in our hamstring. Bringing that foot as close as we can without any pain or feeling like we cannot hold this. As you see me doing, I'm finding relaxation and a little less tension in the arms by just making sure I have enough slack on the strap. Let's go ahead and let that left knee just drop open a little bit, and we're going to take that right leg out to the side, getting the inner thigh, a little bit of the groin here, keeping that leverage in your hands. Now if you feel like you're tipping over or the left hip is trying to leave the mat or lift off the mat, that means you might need to bring the foot a little bit higher or adjust this stretch so that you can actually keep both hips on the mat. Perfect. Let's bring our foot back towards the ceiling and slowly release and switch to the other side, setting up the strap on the other foot. Finding our first reclined stretch with the leg straight towards the ceiling and just pulling that leg as close as you can towards you, feeling a nice sensation in our hamstring. Let's let our leg fall out towards the side, still holding our strap and using that leverage, letting that right knee drop outwards and that's onto the side of the foot on that right foot. And just finding where you need to be to keep both hips square and on the mat. Square as in they should both be facing the ceiling, your hip bones. And that right bum or hip should not be peeling off of the mat. Perfect. Let's bring that leg back towards the sky, and then we're going to release our pose, putting our strap to the side. Let's hug the knees for a moment here, maybe rocking side to side, getting a little bit of a massage on the low back here. And when you're ready, let's take our peace sign fingers in between the big toe and the second toe and find our happy baby. If holding your feet like this doesn't work, you can also just grab the outsides of your feet. You do not want your bum to lift off the mat. You want a nice long spine all the way down to the coccyx bone on the mat, flat on the mat. You're welcome to do a slight rock from side to side if that feels good to you as well. Release the happy baby, friends. We're going to find a nice twist next, so go ahead. Let's set ourselves up. Straightening that right leg, bringing the left knee towards the body before we cross that knee over the body. Both arms outstretched, looking towards either the ceiling or the opposite arm. Bottom leg outstretched. You can close your eyes here, you can soften your gaze. And just feel what you're feeling. You might feel this in your hip. You might feel this a little bit in the IT band, that's not uncommon. You might feel this in the low back as well. Take stock of how you feel. Stay in stillness, stay in this moment, stay in your practice. Wonderful, friends. Let's use our abs a little bit to come back center, bringing that foot back. And we're going to go ahead and set up on the other side, crossing that leg across the body. Both shoulders on the mat. Softness in the hands and the arms and the feet, in the face and the jaw. Softness in the tongue. Maybe you want to soften the gaze or close your eyes completely. Really soak up the pose. Let's come back to the center. Legs outstretched in front of you. You can find Savasana just flat with no props. Today, I'm gonna treat myself to having a little bit of support underneath my knees, and I'm gonna have a little headrest. So I'm gonna use my block underneath my head and just set myself up to relax. Use your props however you would like for a little support if you need it. Close your eyes. And focus on the rise and fall of the breath. Let's start to find some motion in our fingers and our toes, slowly starting to just wake the body up. Maybe start to give yourself some ankle circles. Maybe stretching the arms above head. Maybe a nice little yawn to add to how good it feels. Rolling over to your side. Taking a beat before you slowly start to make your way up to a nice seated position. You're welcome to sit on your bolster again if you'd like. And we're going to end today. Big inhale, sealing this amazing energy. Heart center, exhale. Another big inhale of gratitude. Exhale. Last deep breath. Big inhale. Exhale, heart center. I hope you enjoyed this practice, friends. I hope you feel some relief. And my cyclists, thank you for joining me. And if you're not a cyclist and you just enjoyed the practice, thank you. Be well, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next video.